Hi there. It's still September. We have some more events, starting off September 9th, 1493, Battle of Kaberva Field. It is a decisive defeat of the Croats in the Croatian struggle against the Ottoman invasion of their lands. In 1513, King James IV of Scotland was defeated and killed by the English at the Battle of Flodden Fields. 1543, Mary Stuart, and 9 months old, is crowned as Queen of the Scots in the central Scottish town of Stirling. 1556, Pope Paul IV refuses to crown Ferdinand of Austria as Emperor. 1561, Conference of Poesy. Religious theologians are gathered by Catherine de Medici. 1567, Lamoral van Egmond and Philip van Horn are captured, and in 1585, Pope Sixtus V deprives Henry of Navarre to the French crown. In 1591, Battle of Flores, Azores, Spanish defeat the English there, and the usual conflicts between the two powers of Europe, like England, Spain, France, Portugal, and the Dutch, who would usually fight amongst themselves over control of the current colonial spheres of influence. Continuing on to September 9th, in 1493. Well, moving on to September 10th, in 1510, Bishop Frederick of Bath recaptures Oldenzaal from his current enemies. 1547, at the Battle of Pinkie Midlothian, English defeat the Scots, and the English are led by Duke of Somerset at Pinkie Cleuch. And the same day, English demand Edward VI to wed Mary, the Queen of Scots. In 1588, Thomas Cavendish returns to England, becoming the third man to circumnavigate the globe. In 1608, John Smith is elected as president of Jamestown Colony Council in Virginia. 1623, lumber and furs are the first cargo to leave to Plymouth and North America for England. And on September 11th, may the victims of the 9/11 attacks continue to rest in peace. 1503, Michelangelo begins sculpting the 12 apostles for the Cathedral of Florence, over life-size marble statues of which only one was finished, and that was of Saint Matthew. 1541, Santiago, Chile is destroyed by indigenous warriors led by Maloncos. And 1557, Catholic and Lutheran theology are debated in Worms. In 1609, expulsion order is announced against the Moriscos of Valencia. It is the beginning of the expulsion of all of Spain's Moriscos, a certain group within Spain September 12th, 1543, the Treaty of Ben Lowe is signed by Duke Willem of Gulick and Holy Roman Emperor Charles V during the Italian Wars. 1556, Emperor Charles abdicates in favor of his brother Ferdinand I. 1609, Henry Hudson sails into what is now New York Harbor aboard his sloop, the Half Moon. 1624, the first submarine publicly tested in London on the Thames for King James I. And you thought that submarine was invented later? No, it was invented much earlier. September 13th, 1500, Pedro Alvarez Cabral and Portuguese expedition arrive in Calicut, India. Remember, this is basically early exploration of the rest of the globe. 1504, Queen Isabella and King of Spain, Ferdinand, issue a royal warrant for the construction of the royal chapel to be built. 1515, battle at Marignano, France defeats the Habsburgs and the Pope's forces in the field. The Pope at the time is Leo X. 1549, Pope Paul III signs the Council of Boulogne, closing the first session of the council. 1553, English Bishop Hugh Latimer is arrested. 1556 is when Charles V and Maria of Hungary march into Spain. And in 1564, on the verge of attacking Pedro Munded's Spanish settlement at St. Augustine, Florida, Jean Ribault's French fleet is scattered by a devastating storm. 1574, Turkish fleet recaptures Tunis, what is today Tunisia. 1579, Breda forms the Union of Utrecht. 1625, 16 rabbi, including Isaiah Horowitz, are imprisoned in Jerusalem. Moving on to September 14th, 1515, battle at Marignano, which ends in a French Phoenician victory. And in 1544, Henry VIII's forces take Boulogne, France. 1629, the siege of Hertel Gernot's Spanish garrison surrenders to Frederick Henry, Prince of Orange. September 15th, 1514, Vlesigen, ex-Emperor Charles V, returns to Spain. In 1584, San Lorenzo del Escorial Palace in Madrid is finished. 1588, we see the Spanish Armada, which attempted to invade England, is destroyed by a British fleet, or an English fleet. In 1590, Giambattista Catana is elected as Pope Urban VII. In 1600, the Battle of Sekigaha is showing the rise of the Tokugawa shogunate in Japan. In 1616, the first non-aristocratic free public school in Europe is opened in Frascati, Italy. In 1619, Prince Bethlen Gabor's troops occupy Pozsony or Pressburg, Hungary. In 1621, Swedish troops occupy Riga in what is modern-day Latvia. That's all for now. You have a good one. Bye.